Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Welcome to Yharnam. Hello everyone. My name is Croopadoop and we are playing Bloodborne today. So right now we are in Yosefka's clinic. We've just woken up for the first time. And now it is time to explore. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Souls series, this is more or less how every Souls or every FromSoft game starts. You start off not really knowing what's going on, and you're not really given much direction. This note is about as good of direction as we're going to get here right at the beginning. Seek Paleblood to transcend the hunt. So we don't know what Paleblood is. We don't know if Paleblood is a person or a concept or an item. But we will surely find out at some point along our journey. So we could view these notes, but they're basically the tutorial notes. So you press circle to roll. You press R1, R2, regular attacks. You can also view specters, and what these are if you view them, I think they're actually broken right now, but if you view them, sometimes you can see the actions that led to someone else's death. We got a pretty terrifying werewolf up here. But you can fight this guy, but it's not really worth it at the beginning here, because he will, one, he's extremely intimidating. Two, you don't really have any weapons. So you might as well just run away from him. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So we'll be coming back to Yosefka's clinic. But for now, we are going to forge on ahead and explore Central Yharnam. So I've picked up a couple items already. I have 10 Quicksilver bullets and 6 blood vials. The blood vials are used to heal yourself, and the Quicksilver bullets are for our firearm, which we haven't acquired yet, but we will get it here shortly. So we can fight this guy and kill him, but we're actually not going to do that. I'd like to get a weapon as soon as possible and not die. You'll notice that I took damage there, and I actually regained some of my health when I hit him back. In Bloodborne, you can regain your health if you attack an enemy shortly after you take damage. And that's a, oh, he came up here. The way to backstab enemies, which I just tried to do, is to do a strong attack to their back. He's going to kill me. This guy is absolutely terrifying. I didn't expect for this to happen. So we're going. This is a this is a lamp. Trying to explain this while this guy's trying to kill me. So this is a lamp. Basically, what the lamps are your checkpoints, and we're actually going to use that right now. So your lamps will revive you if you die, and it's also a way to teleport back to the hub world. We're going to what is called the Hunter's Dream, and here we are. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. So, the first time I played through Bloodborne, which, by the way, I haven't actually beaten the game yet, but the first time I did that first sort of sequence of events, I did not even see the lever to pull that ladder down. And I tried to fight that the axe wielding Yharnamite, and I got absolutely destroyed. But that's the beautiful thing about Bloodborne. You learn from your mistakes, and you're able to make better decisions the next time. But moving along, we're back in the Hunter's Dream, and this is where we will be acquiring our weapons. So we'll get a primary weapon, and we'll get a firearm, as well as a third gift. So let's look at the weapons, the starting weapons that you can choose from. So we have the Saw Cleaver, which is, in my opinion, the best weapon to start off with. Some would argue that the Hunter's Axe is the best because it is a strength weapon. It does 98 damage, and it has the most durability. But I don't know. I just think that the Saw Cleaver is the most versatile. In my first playthrough, I used the Threaded Cane. I really like this weapon a lot. If you like sort of like a short sword with a little bit of whip thrown in, I would definitely go for the Threaded Cane. But for this playthrough, I'm going to go with the Saw Cleaver just because I really like using it. At least starting off, it's a lot of fun. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up, and we'll equip it. I mean, just look at it. It just looks so cool. You can press L1 for the second form of the weapon. And I'll show you more of that in a little while. Let's grab our firearm now. So you get to choose between a pistol and a blunderbuss. The blunderbuss is more or less used for groups of enemies, and the hunter pistol is, I don't know. I feel like the hunter pistol is way better than the blunderbuss. That's just my opinion. I really like parrying. If you like just interrupting groups of enemies, then you're going to want to go with the blunderbuss, because the blunderbuss is really good at staggering enemies. The pistol will stagger enemies, but it'll only stagger one enemy at a time, so it's really useful for parrying. And you can parry from someone of a distance. So we're going to go with the hunter pistol. Equip that, and we will get our last item. Oh, there it is. There is a, that's a specter. Someone who, I don't know who they were fighting, but they died. Alright, we're gonna get our third gift, and that's our notebook, which we can use to write notes to other hunters in other worlds. And I just knocked over those books. Sorry about that. Let's talk to this guy.
Aha. You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it. This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the doll, should it please you.
A way to end that conversation with the creepiest statement ever. So that's Gehrman. He doesn't even sound like he's sure of his own name, so that's weird. He's around here in the Hunter's Dream from time to time. There's more dialogue that we'll get later, but for now, that is all he's going to say to us. And he was referring to this doll down here, using the doll if it pleases us. But there's not really much we can do with the doll right now, so let's go ahead and head back to Yosefka. Awaken at a selected location in Yharnam. So we have two checkpoints. We have the first floor sick room and the central Yharnam checkpoint. You can go to either one. Just know that you can teleport to any lamp that you've activated. And don't worry, I know that we're watching the loading screens right now. We won't be doing that. In fact, I might just cut this one as well. Alright, back at Yosefka's clinic. So, let's go ahead and kill this werewolf now. You may or may not have noticed, but when you are in the middle of an attack, you can transform your weapon. You can sort of switch off between R1 and L1. And when you do these transformation attacks, you stagger your enemy. I'm pretty sure that it is a definite stagger, so that's really cool. It adds a lot of variety to the play style, and I really like that a lot. When you first transport yourself back to this checkpoint, you don't really think to go back to the room of the stairs where you came from previously, but you actually can go back up here, and there's a person behind the door now.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do.
Yosefka. She gave us a blood vial. So we have 11 regular blood vials, and now we have Yosefka's blood vial.
Now, go. And good hunting.
So let's look at what she gave us. Yosefka's blood vial invigorates the senses, restoring a larger amount of HP. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a large blah blah blah. The product of a slow and careful refinement process, this rare blood vial appears to be a clinic original. So, it's Yosefka's unique brand. So basically that blood vial, it'll come in handy if we ever need to heal ourselves more than the normal blood vial allows. And who knows, maybe she'll give us some more if we keep coming back and talking to her. But for now, let's move on and explore Central Yharnam. So we've already come down here. This area looks familiar, obviously, because we were just here a little while ago. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you go with the pistol. Because it's incredibly easy to parry. At least that's my opinion. So, parrying, the way it works, it's actually called a visceral attack in this game. And the way it works is on the downswing, or basically the second that the enemy starts attacking, like towards the end of their attack as they're about to hit you, if you are to interrupt them, you'll initiate the visceral attack. And that allows you to, if they hit you, it allows you to regain all the health that you lost. And you do an incredible amount of damage to them. See, so if you're a little early, as you can see, it in Bloodborne, accuracy when unlocked is a bit more important than in previous FromSoft games. So just be aware, if you're used to playing unlocked, you got to be a bit more accurate than I just was right there. So we got 6 Molotov cocktails. I love Molotov cocktails. It's an amazing item in this game. You'll find it really useful. Let's read the description. Since the tragedy that struck Old Yharnam, fire has become a staple in beast hunts and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear to flame. So that's an interesting bit of lore. The tragedy, it sounds like, began in Old Yharnam. We don't know what that tragedy is. We can sort of infer that it has something to do with why the town is in disarray now. But it's still interesting nonetheless. Let's move on and talk to this NPC. So the way you can tell that NPCs are around is, one, listening. You can hear this guy coughing in here. And at the same time, these incense lamps, they look like regular lamps, but if you look at the top of them, they're actually smoking. So this is an incense lamp, and they have a significance in the lore. We'll sort of figure that out later, though.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Paleblood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yharnam lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say. Yharnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance. Across the valley to the east of Yharnam, you'll find the Cathedral Ward. Deep within lies the old main cathedral, said to be the source of blood. I haven't heard of pale blood, but that's your best bet if it's anything to do with unique types of blood.
Alright, so that's Gilbert. And he's an outsider just like us, and he doesn't sound like he likes being in Yharnam very much. He also gave us a bit of interesting information. So there is a healing church to the east, and that's probably where we need to aim on going, in case you haven't connected the dots yet. So we're still in search of Paleblood. Now we're going to make our way through central Yharnam, sort of exploring, not really having any concrete direction. But it doesn't look like anyone really wants us to be here. That's the beauty of the pistol. Quick interruptions. Very useful when you get caught off guard like that. So much fun to do that. Oh, that hurt. So the benefit of having the saw part of your weapon is that you can attack very quickly, and it's very useful for close range encounters. Your cleaver is very useful for, obviously, mid-range encounters. And it's just, man, I mean, this weapon is a lot of fun to use. In my opinion, it's cooler, and yeah, it's just cooler. It's the coolest weapon that you can start off with, in my opinion. But I don't have anything against the other weapons, so if you didn't choose this weapon starting off, you know, good on you. We're gonna go ahead and heal ourselves and try to take care of this beast of an enemy. This is actually an optional enemy, so if you don't want to fight him, you don't have to. Because he hits hard, as you can see. I'm going to try to parry him. That's the easiest way to take him down. Come on. Come on. And I hit. That actually probably would have worked. There it is. If that couldn't have been any more extravagant of a parry. My gosh. Alright, so we've taken him down. He didn't really give us anything worthwhile, but blood vials are always nice to have. And we even opened up the shortcut. Not that it really serves much of a purpose, but nevertheless, we have a shortcut back to the lamp. So we have a couple more NPCs that we can talk to here. And these people will sound absolutely insane.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Sorry about that. That guy did not want to talk to us. Trot along, will ya? So we are quickly discovering that the Yharnamites don't want us around at all. And I'm not really sure why they don't want us here. I'm not really sure whether we're the bad guy or all the people in this town are just insane. It seems like the people behind the doors are sane.
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you. Now.
See, like, everyone behind the doors they all seem sane enough. Not friendly, but they don't seem like they're intending on murdering us. Alright, nice. More Quicksilver bullets. Jump scare. That would be Frum's first treat of an enemy hiding behind a corner, luring you in with an item. And we just actually picked up a bloodstone shard. What these are used for is the purpose of this item is to upgrade your weapon. So, after death, a substance in the blood hardens, and that which does not crystallize is called a bloodstone. At the workshop, these bloodstones are embedded in weapons to fortify them. So definitely a good item to be on the lookout for. That is our first one. And here's our second jump scare enemy. Always forget about that guy. So there seems to be plenty of people at this this ceremonial bonfire. Looks like they're burning a werewolf. And so you definitely want to take your time going through this section. There's no need to rush. If you're playing smart, all the enemies more or less split off from each other. See how we have some separate patrols going? We have a patrol over there. We have a patrol across the street from us. He's still got a couple guys standing by the bonfire. So as long as you're playing it safe, you should be fine in this encounter. those two guys have been disposed of. Let's run back over here. Pick up this item. Not really sure what the guy over here is doing. Just sort of zoning out. Maybe he's really interested in that item behind the gate. Not really sure. But I'll show you how to backstab. So what I just did is it's a heavy attack. So you hold down R2 and you do your heavy attack, and you know that your heavy attack is ready to go when you see the flash of light and you hear basically the signal. Doing a lot of damage. Be careful. Be very careful. These pitchfork guys, they're not nice. Combos so well. Combos just off the charts. Whoa, this guy is aggressive. Gotcha. Alright, so we have just a few more. We have a couple riflemen here. And it seems like everyone else has no idea what's going on, so we're just gonna continue on our way. Pick up this item over here. So this is Cold Blood Dew. And this will give us some extra blood echoes. I haven't really explained that system. For those of you who haven't played a FromSoft game, in the upper right hand corner we have an eye, and we also have what I'm going to call the Hunter's Mark symbol, which is that, I don't know, it's just that symbol with a dot underneath it. So we have, that is what our blood echoes are. Alright, this is very dangerous. Hold on, I will explain in one moment. Trying not to die. Alright. Yeah, there it is. So, like I was saying, in the upper right hand corner we have our blood echo counter, and that is the currency in this game. So the more blood echoes you have, the more levels you can level yourself up, you can upgrade your weapons, you can buy things. So it's really just a universal currency for everything. So you definitely want to make sure, I mean, right off the bat, let me just level with you guys. There's gonna come a time in either this playthrough that you're watching or the playthrough that you're doing yourself where you're gonna lose a ton of blood echoes. So don't get frustrated, because that's usually what turns people off the most about these types of games. They lose a lot of either, you know, blood echoes or souls or whatever you want to call them, and they get upset and sort of lose sight of why they're playing this game. But it's, you know, it's a lot of fun. You can always get more souls, and I think the more you play, the more you'll appreciate the currency. So there is a bloodstone shard hidden behind these crates that I did not know existed. I probably found it in the past, but I completely forgot that it was there. So now we got, let's see how many do we have. We got 2. So to get our first upgrade, we're gonna need 3. So we're getting close. We're in a courtyard here. I mean, let's take a moment just to appreciate, oh, well, that's not very pretty. Let's take a moment to just appreciate the atmosphere before we fight this wonderful fellow. Another thing that I love is well, this might sound really sadistic, but I really think that it's cool, the attention to detail that they had. The more enemies you kill without dying, the more drenched in blood you become. I don't know, I found that cool. So anyways, be careful. Oh, I missed. Did not feel good. Let's play it safe, heal ourselves. Come on. There it is. It feels like FromSoft is really pushing the parry mechanic in this game. It's so rewarding that why not do it? And I think that that is one of the concepts that takes a while to get used to, because you can only carry a maximum of 20 vials and 20 bullets. And as a first-time player, you want to stockpile everything, or at least that's how I felt. I barely used my my firearm when I first started because I was afraid of running out of bullets. So it sort of had the opposite effect in that I'd never use my weapon, so it was kind of as if I didn't have any bullets in the first place. But I just want to point out, you know, don't do that. Use your firearm as much as you deem it applicable, because tons of enemies drop items. There's plenty of bullets around. Basically every rifleman drops bullets, so don't be afraid to use them. Oh right, yes, Cold Blood Dew. We had some of that. Hunters sustained by the dream gain strength from blood echoes. They imbibe the blood with thoughts of reverence, indeed gratitude, for their victims. So right, for every enemy we kill, we get some blood echoes. So for every enemy we slay, we become more powerful. And these are some of the, just how terrifying could you make a bird? Absolutely terrifying. I about pooped my pants the first time that I ran into those crows. So one thing I've noticed on all of the trees that I'm not really sure what to make of is this mark. You'll see it a lot. I don't know if it's a mark or if it's just the way they designed the trees, but I mean, look, it's everywhere. Not really sure what to make of it. We can hear these women cackling over here, so let's talk to them.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Yep. Just more Yharnamites that don't want us around. Let's keep on exploring the area. We've actually made some decent progress, and it hasn't even been that dangerous. We've actually done pretty well for ourselves. Don't mind me, I'm just looking around, enjoying the scenery. Oh! Just got sniped. Alright. Trying to decide how I want to do this. That dog knows we're here. Look at that. So, we took some damage, but doesn't really matter if we can gain all of our health back. It's like a double-edged sword. If you are careless with your health regen, then you will continue losing health. But if you use it correctly, then it could be your best friend. Alright, I want to point something out right now. So, I've hit the maximum blood vials with picking up 6 right here. You see that green symbol next to the last blood vial. I didn't know what that was at first, but actually, when you maximize your blood vials, your excess get sent to the Hunter's Dream, and there is actually an inventory chest there that you can access all of these extra blood vials from. But on top of that, every time you die, if you don't have 20 blood vials, you'll automatically be replenished by your excess blood vials. So that's something that I think is really cool. We're hovering around 9 bullets. So let's actually give ourselves some more, which, you know, I actually stumbled upon this. It's really crazy. So if you press up on the D-pad, you'll create some quicksilver bullets for yourself. But in exchange, you must lose some of your health. So as you can see, I now have 5 extra bullets, but I hurt myself in the process. Just doing a bit more exploring over here, see what's going on. It doesn't look like there's anything really of interest right there. But look at this. We got 2 terrifying werewolves. I don't recommend going after the werewolf. What? I don't know if I can speak right now. I don't recommend going after the werewolves right off the bat. It's a really bad idea, and it's probably going to end up getting you killed. So, I would recommend not doing that and coming over here instead and getting some more pebbles. Pebbles are really useful. I did not mean to just do that. I don't think we've actually read anything about the pebbles. Small pebbles found throughout Yharnam can be thrown at foes. Quite thrilling. That's the best description of an item ever. Straight and to the point. Alright, we got a 3rd bloodstone shard. We'll have to use that to upgrade our weapon. If I'm not mistaken, you need a tool. You're gonna need a tool to upgrade the weapon, so we can't really use them yet. But there will come a time where we can upgrade our weapon, and when that time comes, we'll be prepared. So we destroyed all the boxes. I know I just teased you guys by I revealed somewhat of a hidden path. This is why you always explore and break everything in all the environments, because you will find shortcuts. You will find cool little secrets. FromSoft knows how to treat the player right for when they take their time. But we're gonna run back this way, and I'm gonna show you guys something very cool. So right here, you might notice from the notes, if you're paying attention to the notes, you'll know that, well, we're not reading the notes, but if you're ever playing by yourself and you're paying attention to the notes, you might have found out that there's a shortcut right here. And this is so useful. So if it's your first time, I would definitely recommend you take this shortcut Granted, you want to be careful because it drops you with all of these dogs right here, but most of them are caged up. It's actually just this singular dog right here that will break out of his cage. And you can shoot him, and he will evade you perfectly. And you're able to just take down all of these dogs. There's actually one down across the bridge there, and there's one down this path. If you haven't noticed, I like shooting the dogs because it basically takes care of them. They're basically, I'm saying basically a lot, but they can be easily defeated if you spend a Quicksilver bullet on incapacitating them. I'm gonna go ahead and sneak up on this guy right here. Why are you trying to scare?
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places?
I was not expecting her to just speak out of turn. Anyways, this dog was barking at this nice older woman.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not? Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. Yeah. That little good you outsiders do. Go on, admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
Alright, maybe she's not that nice. Definitely wound up about something. But let's just keep exploring. So we can go down into this building. It looks like, kind of looks like a church. That looks like an opening up there. I actually kind of want to explore that. Well, you can go down here and take your chances, because this area, if I remember correctly, might be a bit dodgy. Yeah, I don't know if we want to go in here yet. And there is, whoa, there's this guy. These guys hit really hard, so be careful if you go this way. But the nice thing is that pretty sure most of them, if not all of them, drop items. And I think that the beasts all drop blood vials. We're gonna go ahead and take it a bit slower here, because I want to show you guys something really cool. Just bear with me. We're doing a bit of stealthy hunting. Oh, and there's a rifleman. Oh, nice. We got another blood shard. That's perfect. I did not know they drop blood shards. That will be really useful. It's a good thing to know. So I guess pro tip, if you need blood shards in the early game, you know, you're leveling up maybe 1 or 2 different weapons. Looks like this is a good place to do it. And I love that all the riflemen drop Quicksilver bullets. So useful. Ooh, we got another beast over here. They seem easy enough to parry. Oh yeah, we're overstocking on the vials already. We're gonna have a nice inventory of blood vials. Trying to decide what those rats, I don't even know what they're eating. But they're definitely guarding something that could potentially be useful to us. Oh, we upset this guy. Oh wow, we didn't kill him. There we go. Look at that, he drops items. Perfect. Doing really good, guys. Keep up the good work. Picking up cold blood dew. We got more bullets over there. I'm feeling good about this. Feeling really good. So we're gonna go ahead and explore over here. Oh no, another terrifying bird. Oh, look at this, there's an item down here. Look at this little sneakster. Hiding behind the barrels. You thought you could hide from me. Well, that doesn't look good. Alright, we're gonna stay up here and there's a ladder right there. Could be useful again. What is that? Oh, it's another crow. That was terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what that was for a second. Oh, we got some more oil urns. We picked up a couple items that we haven't read. So we got shining coins. Shining coins which might guide one's way. There are very few uses for spare change during the hunt, but these will serve as guides through the darkness. Or one could save them until morning, if it ever comes. So I'm torn. I haven't used any of these shining coins before. Because one, I sort of just want to learn what's going on without sort of spoiling where I'm supposed to be going. But two, I don't know whether to use them because they might come in handy in the later game. Very torn. Give me your opinion. Should I use them or should I not? Alright, we're gonna try to grab this item down here. And another bloodstone shard. So how many is that? How many do we have now? We have 6. It's a good amount. All right. I think I'm going to cut the video for now. So this is episode 1, everyone. Welcome to Yharnam. Look how drenched in blood we are. So we're gonna continue exploring this area in episode 2. So I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. See you next time.